decades old. Eugenics, diplomacy, and propaganda. And so the vanquished are not always explicitly dead, but nonetheless thoroughly so in the core of their broken spirits. The race war was never abandoned, and self-doubt not crushed either with a new generation born. Like a razor, a tongue is a knife which can cut you or shape you. What did you hear which uncoiled your curls and straightened the kink out of your hair? Did you speak for yourself, or had you already been spoken for? The times you have looked into a mirror, have you ever seen who you are? Are you afraid of yourself just as you are? Some like it fro.
The most. Still cannot search for words. Words seem to fail me every time. They say we're picture perfect. I say our love is but a lie. They say that love is patient. Go back and fix your home so I'm back to reality.
Dynastic Egypt, or also known as Kemet, and they're like almost 5,000 years old now. And obviously natural hair is from creation, right? It's not like it just started recently. But at the same time, it's just interesting to think about, that journey, I suppose, that journey from there to where we are today. Wade, Len Dyke and Dudley Dryden kind of came together in the early 60s, began in Tottenham, and it actually became, I think, the first million grossing African Caribbean business in the UK, African Caribbean owned.
It's pretty much a movement that's happened across the board for natural hair over the course of about 5 to 10 years now, and it's really stemmed from, I think, us not having enough resources, us not having enough support in terms of our own community, our own salons, not being able to look at us accepting that we want our natural hair, we want our hair in its natural state. And so you've seen this revolution of bloggers, natural hair bloggers, sharing their stories, sharing what they do to their hair, and encouraging others to then be able to do it for themselves.
Nothing can cry for that feeling when you're walking into work with natural hair. I remember that what I did is I took 5 days off, which I was going to take anyway, but I used that as my practice. And to be honest, I did feel weird or strange.
Okay, I need to find my crew. I wonder where they are. I wonder where the cafe is.
Slight left.
Slight left. Do you want to say something?
Videoing?
Yeah, it's for my vlog. Hello guys, good morning, it's a sunny day. So excited. It was raining earlier and I was a bit worried because I'm actually off to a photo shoot. But yay, it's sunny now and I hope it remains that way. I'm sort of wrapped up like an Eskimo right now because I'm wearing a summer top underneath and I don't want to get cold. So yeah, just simple eye makeup, classic red lips using Ruby Woo from MAC. And yeah, I got my yellow beret on. I've got some yellow earrings as well. And I'm carrying a yellow backpack. Yellow overload, I know, but that's the theme of today. So if you're actually wondering about the quality of this video, I'm using, well, this particular one, because I'm vlogging with my DSLR as well. But right now, I'm vlogging with my phone, my Google Pixel phone. And I think the quality is quite nice. And I'm actually using sort of it's not really a selfie stick, but sort of like an all-purpose vlogging stick, which I'll show you guys. I got it from some website. I sort of saw the ad on Instagram and it came right on time because I was gonna buy a selfie stick anyway. But this is so useful because it's sort of really bendy and you can sort of wrap it around anywhere, a tree, a pole, on a table. So yeah, it should be able to come really handy for all the vlogs I hope to do in the future. I hope it's not too shaky. Wow, I'm so happy. Jeez, walking and talking is making me pant like this. My goodness. Girl, I need to get back to the gym ASAP. Well, I do go every now and again. I try to go at least twice a week, but clearly that's not enough. I'm panting this much because I'm walking and talking. Anyway, in a hurry as well because I don't want to be late. I'm just going to Canary Wharf, which isn't far from mine, but yeah, I don't want to keep the photographer waiting. So yeah, anyway, catch you guys later. Going up the tour. It's actually my first time vlogging out, so I'm trying not to get awkward about it. Yeah, way early. I hope it's going to be here soon. I'm supposed to meet him at 11 and it's 10:45. Oh, it looks cute in here. Well, I wouldn't have expected less from Canary Wharf, to be honest. See all the Christmas lighting. Yep. I'm just surprised I'm so brave. Vlogging at all. And I've been there in this season. Oh well. Now shooting Canary Wharf. Here is Max. Max, say hello. Hello. He's a photographer for today. He's been shooting for many years, he says. Yeah, and this is just the location. It's just gonna be me on this table. I should have a hot chocolate or something, but I don't at the moment. So because it's so windy, we're just gonna patch up. Wearing my jacket, coat and everything else, but I think I'm definitely gonna take it off and have a few pics with the outfit because I planned the outfit. They have to be in there. I have to have a picture in it. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for him to get his camera set and all, and then we can start shooting. My eyes get really teary when it's windy, so that's gonna be a problem for today, but oh well.
Okay, let me. kinds of natural and man-made disaster to be here with us today. It's really great that you're here. Thank you also to the two men in the room. Just pointing you out. Man and white, yay, our allies. Okay. It's always really interesting when you see the words like Black women telling their stories. Somehow other people sort of like self-disqualify, like, oh, well, maybe I have nothing to learn there. And what we find is that every day we're constantly hearing and imbibing other people's stories, other people's narratives. And so one of the things the Nzinga Effect exists to do is to say our stories are lessons and valuable for everyone. So the hope is that what we will do with our panel here today is just have a conversation that you can join in on. The Iron Mogul Festival has been running all week and it has been focusing on skills and careers development and women's stories. And we want to add our little sort of flavor to that conversation. So welcome, ladies. We have till 9. But let's just start where we can start. Can I just ask you to introduce yourselves? Tell us who you are, what you do, and then we can get into a bit of the nitty-gritty of the topic. Should we start with you, Sophie?
Yeah, absolutely. So hi, I'm Sophie Williams. I am up here as a creative producer, but I actually started a new job a couple of weeks ago, so I'm now head of production. I work in advertising, so I've just left some very, very big advertising groups and networks, and now I'm in a smaller social media based agency, and it's really exciting.
My name is Madeline McQueen. I'm an executive coach, although that by no means describes all the many things that I do. What do you want to know about me? I'm married. Some of you might know my husband, David McQueen, and I have 2 children who are 15 and 19, 2 girls. Girls who've had to train and teach us how to survive in this particular world. And I base everything I do on 3 words: clarity, confidence, and empowerment. Because if you're clear, you can feel confident, and if you're confident, you can feel empowered to change the world, do what you want to do, achieve what you want to achieve.
Charlie, what are your 3 words?
That was good. What can I say? I'm a journalist. I am the weekend editor of Days and Reviews magazine, which is something culture magazine. The deputy editor of Girlfriend, which is a magazine produced by Women Colour, but for everyone. And I sort of freelance for places like The Guardian and Vice, and like basically anywhere but hopefully.
That will pay you.
That will pay you. That is accurate. That's the recent rule that I've put down actually.
Hi everybody, it's lovely to be here. If you see this thing is digging in my neck, so in my head. But anyway, my name is Patricia Moore. I'm a mum, I'm a grandmother, and I'm a company director. So the 2 companies that I'm proud of, which I started in my 50s. Inspire Education Group, which is about raising attainment of young people here, and also GIDA, which stands for Gender, Education and Enterprise Development for Africa. Looking forward to sharing lessons with you.
This is great. So, because I feel like that's often the struggle. Like we might, if we're on our own, we might have a good working theory of how we want to live our lives, but then articulating it with people whose feelings we don't want to hurt. Like, you know, the neighbor, we might not really care. The boss, we might not really care, right? But how do we articulate that with people who we hold a little more delicately? You know, how do you find that, like that articulation?
For me, because I'm selective about who comes in to begin with, there are people who share an ideology with me, there are people who want the best for me, and people who know that I want the best for them. And so it's often, I think, a lot easier from that starting point to have those conversations, because I'm never trying to do anything that's detrimental to them, and I have chosen people in my life who I trust are not going to be trying to be detrimental to me. And so with that as the context, I feel that we can just openly have conversations about pretty much anything, because we had that initial self-selection phase, and then there's no room for bullshit, because we've already agreed that we want to be doing this.
Who's got different entry criteria? Maybe someone is
and as you start to learn more about yourself, you also do different things with your relationship, and it's definitely once you get kind of 30s, but definitely in your 40s, your radar becomes much stronger, and so there are people that you may have had in your life for a very long time, but you realise I'm pouring into you, and you are just taking and taking and taking, and I'm never good enough to be given. And you have to get to that point where you go, no more, see ya, you've got to go. And it is painful because you realise you have a lot of attachment, but you've got to let go. And the more you let go, the better you become at letting go. Having a chat with a friend, she was saying, I mean, I can't talk. I've been with the same man for 29 years, you know, we were married for 22, so who am I to say? But, you know, the truth of the matter is, you know, you go on a date, and you've married him, you've had his kids, and it was a date!
That's a relationship.
You know, because he didn't want to see you again. You know, it's like, what on earth? You're just supposed to be finding out a bit more, you know. And
end the vlog here. I'm just deciding to do this before I forget because I always never end the vlog and I don't want to end it awkwardly. Anyway, so far the week since last Sunday has been really amazing. I went for the natural hair event set up by Ada Cotton and Isabel Apio, and then I also, as you could see, I went on the set of a short film I and my film collective are sort of working on now. And then what else did I do? I did something else I can't remember, but you've seen it on the vlog. And then now I'm just leaving the event, Girls Talk event, I Am Mogul series, which has taken place throughout this week, and today's one was the Zinger Effect, and it was awesome to see all the experiences and stories from the panelists. I hope it sort of inspired you, and this week really all the events and stuff I've done has just sort of inspired me to keep working on my dreams and my passions, you know, hearing from people who are like at different levels of their career and how they've gone through it and how they stay strong for themselves has been really inspiring, and it just inspires me to keep on going even when the tough days are there. So yeah, that's what this week has been all about. I'm at Canary Wharf. The lights are amazing, as you can see. And yeah, I'm just gonna pop into the station over there and head on home. Hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog, and I'll catch you. Bye.